Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone has had a good trading week so far. The team and I, we've been, doing fairly well. It's been a quiet Monday and Tuesday, but then this morning around 3 a.m., we finally got the big moves that we were looking for, and we are currently in two trades as well. But nevertheless, this video is just for you guys to see the full breakdown of AUDNZD. Now, I have recorded a video before this trade actually played out. I posted a video in the group where I analyzed the pair from top to bottom, and this is basically the aftershot of how the pairs actually panned out. So this is just me showing you, and basically, I hope you guys enjoy the video because I'll be playing that video for you guys. So enjoy. Cheers. Hey guys. Back with another video. So today I just want to discuss AUDNZD. I sent out a signal earlier to you guys, letting you know that we are shorting AUDNZD. So this is me trying to explain why we in the short. As you guys know, not every trade goes according to what we plan. Some trades could even go halfway and then reverse, like was what happened to Euro AUD. But all we have to do is adapt and move on. That's the only way you can maintain consistency in this game. Not by sticking to your bias for weeks on end, because we need to be adaptable and understand that the markets can change at any time. Okay, so this is where our entry was over here at the top. So as you can see, price is a bit in profit. Let's go to a clear chart. I don't want to miss this one. And then let's take it from there. Okay. So we'll start on the higher time frame as always. Let's go over to the weekly chart. Just remove the drawing tools. Okay, perfect. So here on the weekly chart, I mean, looking at the way the structure, the market is moving over here, looking at where we are, here we have support, here we have resistance, here we have support. Just looking at that, we can see that price is in an uptrend. Applying our break and retest method on the weekly chart, we had to do this. You can see this is a wonderful, wonderful level. As we can see, price broke out from this resistance. Price broke, came back, retested, and now as we can see, we are currently in an uptrend, right? And we can expect higher highs on this pair. I actually do think we could get higher highs, but we should just relax and let the market do what it does, and we just take what we see. Looking at the weekly chart as well, come on, there we go. We have that resistance over there. As you can see, support, came, and now we are resistance, right? So now what this is telling me is that we are currently trading within a range. We have a resistance over here, broke out, now we meet support, and now we are rejecting that resistance level and we are dropping again. But looking at how the candles are forming, let's just zoom in. Looking at how the candles are forming, we can see all the spikes to the low, giving us an indication that chances are we will be breaking through this resistance. But nothing is a sure thing, nothing is guaranteed. We could come back for a spike again, which could spike out all these lows over here. Or we could just come down to this level over here. Or this could have been the lowest spike over here. That could have been the lowest spike we got on AUD, NZD, and now price could probably push all the way back up, right? But this is just my weekly outlook. So what I see is a bullish move, but we have to wait for the break of this level over here or the break of this level over here before we can be sure which direction the market would like to go. Would it like to go higher or would it like to go lower? Now, if the market should break to the upside, where can we expect price to go? I'll just draw in a little trend line over here. Over there. I'll put in a trend line over there. So what we can see is that we have a high, sorry, and then a lower high. Could price be on its way up to this area over here to form another lower high? Not sure. Let's check out some fibs. Let's see. Okay, let me just zoom this out a bit. There we go. Now, price could shoot up to this level over here, the 78.6%. Currently, we are at the 71% resistance level. Could shoot up to the 78.6, which has confluence over there. And then obviously, looking at where this trend line is, we could get a spike through and then a drop. But nothing is for sure as yet. As we know, if we are looking to take long positions, we need to wait, we need to be sure. The best place to have taken long positions was after the break when price started rejecting over here. That was the place to take a long. And you know, this is currently a uptrend. Looking at the last few weeks, well, not say a few months, since July, this has been an uptrend. Then we got the pullback, and now it looks like we are ready to make a higher high. That's basically what I see on the weekly chart. So now you might be asking nothing, if this is an uptrend, why are we selling? Let's look, let's see. Let's go down to the daily chart, see if we can find anything significant. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Daly, for taking so long. We appreciate it. Let's just delete this over here. Let's delete this over here. First things first, let's put in a tool over here, the horizontal array. This point here was the highest point that AUDNZD went around the 20th of September. Price came all the way back up to that level, spiked through and closed below, spiked through again, closed below, and then yesterday we had a huge drop. If we understand candlesticks, we will know that this candlestick over here, come on. We'll know that this candlestick over here is a bearish engulfing. It's a big bearish engulfing candle, showing us that, you know, the sellers are very strong short term in this market. So looking at this, you shouldn't be just buying. I know based on the weekly, it looks like we are going higher according to my analysis. But looking at the daily chart, we can see that we had a big bearish engulfing. So this tells us that there are more sellers in the market because we had 4 days of price pushing up and just not being able to push and break this 18400 level. It wasn't able to break this level. So then price rejected it and plummeted yesterday. And now we are the bulls are coming back in trying to push all the way up. And as we can see, we have now started retracing again. Right. So now this is on the daily chart. The truth of the matter is that I was looking at this yesterday and on Friday, and I wanted to sell Friday already, but you know, we had, I think, one trade that we took and we took a loss, and I was just like, you know, it's Friday, I'm not going to try and trade. Yesterday when I saw this, I was like, oh damn, we lost the move. But now it seems like today we got another opportunity to get in the trade. So I'll just draw another support over here. Let's put it over here. I'm putting it here because, as you can see, there's a high price drop and then broke through and went all the way up, and now around this level over here, that is kind of where we have support. We'll obviously adjust it bit on the 4-hour chart. And then I put a trend line in over here. As you guys know, I don't trade based off trend lines only. I always watch for support and resistance areas. Trend lines I only use for confluence. As you can see, you can put a trend line over there. I like putting it on the second touch, but this would also be a valid trend line area. That would also be a valid trend line area, right? Both these areas would be valid trend line areas. But what we need to watch out for is when price gets to the bottom of here, we need to know, is the trend line in confluence with the support? Which one will be in confluence of the support? If price drops sharply, it could be this trend line, it could be that trend line. If price takes its time, it could be then this trend line, which then would only be around this area. If it takes its time to drop and then come over here, which would then be in confluence with this area. But that is another video. That's a video for another day. So we have the two trend line confluences in. Let's just take that one out. Let's go down to the 4 hour. Okay guys, so I took this trade mainly based off the 4 hour because of how the price has been moving. On the 4 hour, we can see everything much more clear in terms of price action and structure, how the market structure is moving. I'll just delete this over here. So as we can see, the multiple rejections are much clearer on the 4 hour chart. As we can see, if we draw in an area, because as we know, support and resistance is not just a line, it is an area. Doing it like that, we can see that, you know, price has been coming back to this area over and over and over again, right? We got it on Friday, we got that spike up, we came down, and then yesterday we got the push up, and then we dropped all the way down to here, right? And then we can see today we pushed up, and now it looks like we are starting to drop again. It looks like we are ready to fall. If I put a trend line in here, let's see. This is our nearest level, nearest trend line level. So it would be a good idea to start taking your profits around here, you know, around yesterday's low, around this trend line, because price could pop up from there, right? It could do that, but as I said, we focus more on our major support and resistance levels and not really trend lines. Trend lines isn't a good place to enter, but it is a good place to take profit. This would be a nice area as well. Price could spike through the trend line, drop to here, and then shoot all the way up. We just need to see what happens. But now what I want you guys to see is exactly why I took this trade based on the 4 hour. Based on the daily, we saw there's rejections. We saw that it spiked through and came back. Based on this, you can see why we took it. And now this over here, I'll show you. I put in a trend line over here. Now I know someone is going to say, but I thought you don't take trades based off trend lines only. 100%. But look at this. This is a resistance level. Looking at that shoulder over there, this could be a hit, this could be a right shoulder. If we're looking at a head and shoulders pattern, where would be the next obvious place for a head and shoulders to go to? It would be to the neckline. Laptop is extremely slow today. Okay, there we go. So this over here is resistance. We can see price has movement between here, became support, came back up, broke through this area over here, this support, and then came all the way back up, retested that area over there. And now what I can expect, what I do expect, is price to drop all the way down to here. Hopefully down to these levels, that's where our final take profit is. But my first profit will be taken over here, and then I'll leave the rest to run to this area. If we get there, I'll take off another percentage, and then hopefully the last little bit of profit can be here. Or I'll just take everything over here. It depends how I feel and how the market is moving. Right, so as we can see, the reasons for taking the trade, boom, left shoulder, right shoulder, head. looks like we have some sort of funny looking head and shoulders pattern over here. And then if we look at this move, this impulse move here, and then we have a little pullback, we have a high, we have a pullback, we have another high, and then we break through, come all the way back, that's a retest of that area over there, right? And then this was my third reason for entering. Apart from all the others, this was another reason for entering the trade. As we can see, we draw a trend line over there. One touch, two touch, this would be our third touch, and our price is starting to drop again. And also, this area has multiple confluence levels. Looking at how our moving averages are moving as well, we can see that price is showing, the moving average is showing that price is ready to fall. Right, that's another reason. And then we've got our fib levels. I'll take it from the previous high to the significant low over here. As we can see, we hit the 61.8 fib level and our price started rejecting. All those are definitely valid reasons for us to enter this trade, and that is why I took the trade. I hope this is simple enough for everyone, and I hope everyone understands.